Hello, welcome once again to another edition of the Coach's Corner program. I'm Jeff Ruth, along with Harding head football coach John Brady. And John, last week, literally, just like the Mount Vernon game that came down to the last second and the last play.
Well, if you're a fan, you got to appreciate the game because it was a pretty good game. As a coach, you know, it's kind of nerve-wracking. And over time, we just knew we had an opportunity to come back and score with them. We just did a good job, and obviously Savvy kicked the extra point. And can't forget about Cody Harris, who blocked the extra point to put us in that situation. Savvy came in, and the extra point field goal team came in and did a great job.
You know, the Mount Vernon game, that was a game where you literally were kind of fighting uphill the whole game. The Newark game, you actually had the lead, and Newark kind of got back into the game.
Well, it's kind of disappointing on our defense. We gave up two fourth down plays, one for 80 yards, which I never thought would ever happen this year, and once 4th and 12, I think, in a bomb in overtime. But, you know, we're going to learn from the film, do our job this week, and, you know, we're going to change some things around and, you know, just keep playing and trying to improve each day we go out for practice.
All right, very good. We come back, we'll take a look at some of the highlights from the contest last week, the 28-27 overtime win against Newark. A couple of players we're going to talk to, and the start of the MOAC season is this week, and we'll take a look at that, in particular the game on Friday night against Ontario. We'll be back right after these words.
You know, I love the club. It's the reason I'm here. It's taught me so many lessons, and I can talk about it in a positive way and in an honest way for the rest of my life. You know, in a community or in a town, your role models are the people that you deal with, that are in your face, that you talk to, that you can ask questions to, not necessarily some basketball player or actor on screen. Boys and girls clubs, great futures start here.
Once again, back on the Coach's Corner program, and Coach Chapman joins me. First of all, 2-1. Just kind of talk a little bit about where you feel the team is at this point of the season.
Well, I feel the team's in a good spot. We've had a couple games where one side of the ball just isn't moving it, but then the other side picks up.
Sort of like Ohio State.
Yeah. Oh, that exactly. But we keep practicing, we keep pushing forward, and the results have us at 2-1.
All right, talk a little bit about what you coach this year, and maybe how that's changed over the years.
All right. Well, this is my second season with Harding, and this year I'm more involved with the offense, still with the defense, but more involved with the offense. I coach centers and guards on offense, and then DNs on defense. So, just being more involved, I feel like I'm more a part of the offensive side this year.
Yeah, so interesting. So you're up the middle on offense, and then you're kind of contained on defense.
Yes, exactly. So on offense, I'm trying to move the ball forward up the middle, where on defense, I'm trying to keep everything in the middle. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
All right, well, good. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the highlights from the contest last Friday night. Of course, it was kind of the rededication of the field, and a lot of the facilities have been revamped. So it was a really good crowd there Friday night from Harding.
Yes. Yes, right now we got Quave Booker picking up a fumble and returning it to the house, and 24 tried to catch him here. Got him about the 40, but Quave, with those big hands, pushed him off and made it. That was a big play for us to start the game.
I have a feeling we're going to hear Quave's name before the day is over as well.
I understand. Then we got Mitch Myers here past to Devin Fraker for a lot of yardage. We got these good blocks up there. And we got hit with a shoestring tackle, but he'd come through again here later in the game. And once again, we got Quave Booker kicking it to the outside here. No one wanted any of that as he got to the end zone.
If we're counting, that's 2 touchdowns.
Oh, that's 2 for him. Then we got the Prexy with the gang tackle for a loss. Look at everybody. All the black shirts coming around. Then we got the big hit by Drake Facione there to finish him off. All right, now we got Quave Booker once again out there. Now he's doing it all. Returning a big kickoff here. And he almost took it to the house. But we got some good blocks there for him, and we just knocking people over. Now here we got Seth Tyler here. After Kirkland with a little miss, Seth never gave up. He missed the tackle there, but came right back and popped, ball fumbled. Gabe Detweiler with the fumble recovery.
You were opportunistic Friday night, weren't you?
Oh, yes, we were. But when the big plays needed to be made by us, we made them. Especially here, we got Noah Thompson here. You know, just when it's not there, that big guy tried to catch him, too fast for him. Then we just juke him. Whoop! Got him. And get those positive yards right there. Then we got Drake Fascione finding his way in the backfield. These guys had no answer for him. He was just a grown man out there. Forced a fumble that we recovered. No, once again, Drake comes up with the third down sack here. Oh, just playing big this year. He is.
He's a pretty good analyst here.
But here, we talked about that shoestring tackle in the beginning for Fraker. Not this time. Hit that corner and hit the speed burst. Nobody was catching him. Not even our guys on the sideline. That guy almost got him, but he made it in.
At this point, you had to be feeling pretty good.
We were. Then we got a dynamic duo here of Colin Hill and Drake Fascione with a big tackle for loss. And this third down play here, Fraker with the pass breakup. Thought he had it, but he broke it up. Good play. Then here's just a big play all around. Cody Harris out of nowhere blocking that. Just big play for us there. Then we got the bulldozer Colin Hill taking heads off, getting in the end zone.
And that was a fourth down
That
play.
was fourth down, yeah. And then the biggest play of the game right here. Savion, old Savvy. Pressure on. Coach Brady told him he was going to win us a game here this year, and he did. Crowd went wild. Team went wild. Look at the celebration. Doesn't get any better than that in the rededication of the field.
It really does. And it's nice to be able, because you'd been on the road the first two ball games, so
Yeah.
you had a nice crowd there Friday night, and you didn't want to send them home disappointed.
Oh,
so
no. It's always good to win at
Now,
home.
you win an overtime game, that means the fans got to keep coming back.
Oh, yeah. That's definitely what it means. More people we get, the better for these players and these seniors.
All right, very good. Appreciate you being on.
Oh, thanks for having me.
I liked your work there.
Oh, thanks
You
for
might have
having
a
me.
job in network television.
Oh, soon. One day.
We'll be back. We have a couple of the players we're going to talk to, and we're going to do that after these words.
Hey, how you doing?
Good.
Haven't seen you around before. Are you new in the neighborhood?
Yeah. Haven't you heard about the new state law on yard waste bags?
No, I guess not.
Well, if yard waste is set out by the curb for pickup, state law requires residents to use a compostable bag, like me, or a large paper bag, or a hauler-provided cart. Plastic bags like you are now banned from curbside pickup. This is the other new bag in the neighborhood.
Hi guys, what's shaking?
Hey there, welcome.
Back once again on the Coach's Corner program, and we have a couple of players we are going to talk to in this segment. Kyle Teft over to my far left, and Evan Fraker to my immediate left. Who wants to go first? We'll go with Kyle first, because I know you're nervous, so we'll make you sweat it out a little bit. Kyle, I'm guessing you're not a cornerback.
No. Nope.
Talk a little bit about the position.
I play left tackle on the offensive line, and it's my only position, actually.
You've been playing football for how long?
10 years.
All right. Talk a little bit about you're a senior. A little bit, maybe, I don't know if pressure is the right word, but expectations this year. Just kind of talk a little bit about being that senior and, having a lot of guys kind of looking up to you and the rest of the seniors.
It's crazy to be a senior. I've always looked up to the seniors that I've been under, and for me to be that role, it's really nice. It's crazy. It's nice.
Here we are. It's week 4 already.
Yeah.
That's kind of hard to believe. Kind of assess where you think the Harding team is right now after 3 weeks getting ready for league play.
I think we're in a good spot. Going to the MOAC 2-1's really good. A lot of confidence in us right now.
Talk a little bit about what you do offensively. Team likes to establish the run, but they're certainly going to pass the ball when necessary.
Mm-hmm. We like to run. We run the ball a lot. It's something we want to do, but we can also sling the rock a lot too.
More comfortable in pass protection, run protection?
I like pass block more. I like to pass protect more than run
Okay.
block.
Talk a little bit about the fact that you finally got a chance to play a home game last week in front of the home crowd. That had to feel good, not having to get on a bus and drive an hour and a half or something.
It felt great to be in front of the home crowd for first time as a senior too. It felt amazing.
All right.
It's really good.
Have either you or the team maybe set any goals for this year?
Win the MOAC.
Okay, and it all starts on Friday night?
Yep.
Okay, appreciate you being on. We'll kind of talk a little bit about let's talk about your speed, okay? I'm guessing if the two of you are in a 40-yard dash, you're probably going to win, right?
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about the speed. Is that something that just comes naturally to you, or do you work a lot on that?
Well, I think it just comes natural. Not really. Never try to work on my speed or anything.
Okay. Talk a little bit about that touchdown run Friday night. How many yards was it?
I think they said it's 83.
Okay. Just talk a little bit about that run, especially when you're down at the 5-10 yard line. You know you're going to score. That's got to be a special thrill.
Well, I just got the toss in. I seen Colin get a block and I seen an opening, so I just went for the sideline and went.
Now, do you play any defense or are you strictly offense?
Yeah, I play corner.
Okay. Talk a little bit about the difference between the two. Maybe offensively, you're out on the field a lot. Maybe say you get a drive and you're not able to score, and then all of a sudden you got to stay out there and play defense. It's got to be tough sometimes to do that.
Yeah, it's hard to, but we condition a lot, so it gets us in shape for both sides of the ball, so it's pretty easy. But corner is not really the same. I play receiver and running back, so it's different.
Kind of talk a little bit about maybe what you did during the off season, two-a-days and so forth, conditioning to get ready for this season.
Well, I also play another sport, so I work hard with my basketball coach, and he gets me in condition ready for football.
All right, so you don't spend a lot of afternoons sitting at home in front of the television then.
No.
Good for you. Kyle talked about kind of the senior leadership, and just kind of talk a little bit about what you expect to bring to the rest of the team as far as leadership.
Well, I just try to bring as much as I can for my team. Like he said, our goal is to win the NYC, so I do whatever I can to help our team win the NYC.
All right, got to have a good attitude. Good week of practice so far?
Yeah, really focused. That's our main point, focus.
All right, very good. Obviously it comes down to how you play on Friday night, but if you don't practice well during the week, those Friday nights sometimes can be long, so I'm glad to know it's working out so well. Again, 2-1, hopefully 3-1 when we talk next week.
Hopefully.
All right, good luck to you, and
Thank you.
hopefully we can call your name out on the radio a few times in the next couple weeks.
Hopefully, thank you.
All right, thank you. We'll come back. We'll take a look at the Ontario Warriors coming up on Friday night, and we'll do that right after these words.
This is me. And this is my teacher, Miss C. She's so great. She teaches me a lot of good stuff. She taught me that everything I do starts with me. I'm in charge. She taught me to have a plan and make sure I do all my work before I play. I also learned how to play well with others. I try to remember that everyone can win. And I listen before I talk. That makes working together a lot more fun. I know that balance feels best, so I remember to take care of myself. Miss C taught me lots of things, but the best one ever is that I can be great.
What if every child had the same opportunity? The opportunity to develop the essential life skills and characteristics students need to thrive in the 21st century. The Leader in Me process provides the teacher experience and classroom implementation tools to put your school on the path to greatness. As you integrate timeless principles into your school's core curriculum and language, you will build student self-confidence, reduce discipline referrals, and increase academic achievement. Find out more at theleaderinme.org.
Great happens here.
Once again, back on the Coach's Corner program, and Coach, one of the players talked a bit about finally being home last week. I know you'd been on the road a couple weeks, and now you got a stretch where you start league play. You're not going to have a lot of those real long road trips. And just kind of talk a little bit about that whole atmosphere last Friday night, pre-game, getting ready for the game.
Well, you know, it's a lot easier when you're at home. Everything kind of slows down for everybody. And after our team meal, instead of going straight on the bus and for an hour and a half ride, you know, we get to rest a little bit, watch a little highlight film, do some special teams call out. And, you know, everything's just more relaxed. And then we can just relax when we go out in the field for pregame. And it's just, you know, everything seems normal because we're used to going in our locker room out to our field. So it's just a better atmosphere all around. And last week's crowd was amazing. It was a great night for football, and I'm just glad we came up to win.
Have you noticed a difference playing on the new turf?
Only when it rains. It's not really muddy or wet, but really, I guess we're kind of used to it now. It's beautiful field, but you know, we're used to it. We've been on since July, and it's just second nature to us right now.
2-1. Let's talk a little bit about the MOAC. As you look at kind of a new look MOAC with Ontario and Clear Fork, everybody's either 3-0 or 2-1 after 3 games. It's going to be a tough league this year.
It really is. It's going to be a real balanced league. Right now, you know, obviously going to take us to win the league. That's our goal. And we don't worry about the other team until we play that team. I know a lot of kids look to see if Pleasant or Valley or somebody won. We really don't. It's just who's up next. And the coaches, we break down everything on who's up next, and that's who we have to prepare for.
Let's talk about a pretty good Ontario ball club.
Real good. Great skill. They got a lot of good skilled athletes, a lot of good speed, and, you know, they've been playing well. Last couple of weeks, they got things together. They got some big playmakers. Defensively, they'll man up, and they'll try to make you run the ball, and we just have to win up front. And I think Coach Wessler said it all week. Whoever wins the physical battle is going to win this football game.
Are they a run-oriented team? Pass, mix it up?
Well, they'll spread you out, and their quarterback does run the ball very well. So if you don't stop the run, they're going to run the ball all night on. If not, they can throw it around, and it's just a give-and-take thing all day.
After 3 weeks, pretty healthy?
We got some banged-up players, but healthy, yes. We're getting everybody back. We got some players, like I said, a little bit banged up, but nothing major.
All right. Well, appreciate you being on, and hopefully we'll be 3-1 when we talk next week.
Hope so.
And if you can't make it out to the game, of course, kickoff is at 7 o'clock Friday night, but if you can't make it out to the game, you can hear the game on 1490 WMRN AM. It's going to wrap it up for this edition of the Coach's Corner program. For head coach John Brady, I'm Jeff Ruth.